Thank you for tuning into TTV. I'm your host, Toya, and today is Tuesday, which is all about herbs. And today's herb, we're going to be talking about sage, okay? You probably saw that in the title. But before I get started, two things. One, please like, subscribe, and share. If you get anything out of this content, chances are someone else will as well. So why not share with those you know, love, and care about? The other thing is that I am a distributor for Young Living, which is an essential oil company. They are the best in the business. They do not sponsor me, but I am a distributor for them. So check out the link below. There's also, I believe they do actually have one that is essential oil of sage. So some of the benefits that I'm going over today would apply to the essential oil as well. So just check out the link below. You can get more information on that and, go ahead and make that purchase too. Help your girl out. But anyway, let's get into it. So you guys know I like to talk about herbs that you probably already have in your house. Things that you already use on a regular basis. And sage is one of those, okay? So this is just one I got because I try to get the organic one. And this one is one that, you usually get a lot of, especially during Thanksgiving. You put it in the dressing or stuffing. You put it on the turkey. If you cook or bake chicken, you might put some on the chicken or whatever. But sage has a lot of benefits that a lot of us don't know about. And it's so many benefits that I didn't even want to try to memorize it today. So I'm just going to go through it on the pages. I have links below. You guys, I usually provide you guys with WebMD and Healthline, those two, and I was very surprised to find out that they had some stuff on burning sage. So I'm gonna go over the burning sage as well. But let's get into it, okay? So I am nearsighted, so since my screen is so far away, I'm using my glasses, y'all. And I hope y'all like my hair. I'm gonna reach out to y'all for this. Okay, so I'm in that in-between stage where my hair is growing out. I don't really know what I want to do with it. So right now, this is what it's gonna look like. So this is what it look like. But if you have some suggestions or a video you want me to check out to see, I can play around, drop it down below. Help your girl out. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so this one is with WebMD. Now, with your herbs, fruits, and vegetables, you guys have heard me say this before. When it comes to those, there are certain things that those are just going to have automatic. So they're going to be high in different nutrients. They're going to be high in your minerals and vitamins and all that good stuff. There's going to be components of it that will help fight against cancer. There will be components of it that will help when it comes to your digestion and moving stuff out of it. There are going to be components of it that's going to help with inflammation. So that's just general with your plants, fruits, and vegetables and nuts, seeds, berries, all that kind of stuff. It's just kind of natural. Unless you're allergic to it or something like that, then that's pretty much what it's going to do. By the way, let me do my disclaimer too. The statements that I make have not been approved by the FDA. And I don't remember the rest of it offhand. But basically, this is just me, my opinion. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical provider. So if you have any adverse reactions or anything like that, talk to your doctor, talk to your pharmacist. You need to do that anyway, just to make sure that some of the things that you're taking in doesn't interact with the medications you're taking. So make sure you talk to your doctors and your pharmacy in regards to all of that. So got that out the way, especially if you're pregnant. If you are pregnant, nursing, you might want to be careful with your intake of sage, just because too much of it does have an adverse reaction, because too much of anything is going to have an adverse reaction. So just make sure you do that. And check out the links below. WebMD does have one about side effects and risks, so that's going to be below as well. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so some of the benefits, this is on Healthline. For sage, it can help alleviate diarrhea. It can help support your bone health and combat skin aging. Okay, and that has to do with some of the nutrients that are in it. Like I said before, it may protect against certain cancers. That's just going to be something normal that a lot of your fruits, vegetables, I want to say all of them, but we just going to say most of them do. Same thing with lowering cholesterol. That's also something that most of them are going to do. And help regulate your blood sugars. If you eat right, you're going to get the benefits of it, okay? Loaded with antioxidants. Again, that's across the board. Now, what it does do is it helps with your oral health. So there are bacteria that naturally form in the mouth, okay? and that bacteria is what actually was actually contributes to the forming of plaque in your mouth and on your teeth and gums. And so what sage does is it helps that to fight off those bacteria that build and form the plaque in your teeth. I'm gonna get it out, y'all. I'm gonna get it out. It also helps with your menopause. If you're going through menopause, which I don't claim I will ever do. I know I'm coming up to that age. The doctor keep telling me anyway, but I don't claim it. I will never claim it because there are herbs for it. And I think I did one on it too when I did a video on that. So check it out. I think it was I don't know if I did do. I put menopause in it. So if you do the TTV menopause, it should come up. I'll probably put it at the end of the video too, so you can check that one out. But what sage does is usually what happens during that time when you're going through menopause, you have this decrease of estrogen, and so because of that decrease, you end up with them hot flashes. You end up with excessive sweating, vaginal dryness and irritation, all that kind of stuff. So sage helps to I don't want to say eliminate, but helps to decrease the strength of those symptoms. Okay, so it kind of helps with those symptoms, so to alleviate some of it, so it's not so bad. Brain health. Okay, so because of some of the compounds in the actual sage itself will actually help with memory. Okay, so they did some studies and stuff on it, and it helped people with Alzheimer's. It helped people, depending on how much you take, it can help you before taking a test. I know some people look for Glucola when it comes to taking tests, when they're studying and they're about to do an exam, or what is it called? Finals week. They'll take Glucola, but you can also do sage. And I think sage is probably cheaper than Glucola. But sage will also help with the memory, give you those memory boosts and just improve your overall brain function. In the memory area. Helps to lower the bad cholesterol. Let's see, did WebMD say anything different? Antioxidants, oral health, nope, menopause. Okay, so those are the benefits of it when you ingest the sage, okay? So now we're going to get into burning sage. Okay, so these are the two that I use in my meditative space. This is just your traditional white sage, and this is it's called dragon's blood. I came across this when I was somewhere, probably in Canterbury, Michigan. But this is burning sage, and it's covered in it's called dragon's blood, but it's actually a tree sap that this gets covered in. And so a lot of times when you burn the sage, and I'm going to have the links below because like I said, I was really surprised that WebMD and Healthline both gave benefits for burning sage. So those will be listed below to help you out as well. But a lot of times when people burn sage, it's to clear the energy of that space that you're in. Okay. So to remove any negative energy, to remove any, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I got these two dogs, both of them sick right now. That's why last week I was just doing replays because it was so much purifying. That's the word I was looking for. But last week both my dogs are sick. Well, were sick. So I have the 16-year-old dog who I did the video on, so y'all know he's like coming up on his last days. And then I have my other dog, the 3-year-old, who had this eye and ear infection. And y'all, last week was rough. And it had to be because y'all know I do these videos every week. And last week I just had to do replays because But anyway, so to cleanse the area, like when the area I have for my meditation, you may have seen a video where I actually showed my altars to my ancestors and to my grandmother. So when I go to sit down, I burn the sage to cleanse and purify that area, to get me ready to sit down and commune with my people, okay, or my tribe as I call them. So that's one of the things that they do. But there are also some benefits that I did not know, and this is where I need this. So it says it can help relieve some symptoms like pet dander, pollution, dust, mold, bacteria, and this is because it will release thought to release negative ions to help neutralize the positive ones. And that's from burning sage, and I did not know that. So a lot of times if you're allergic to this stuff, it can help alleviate that. Burning sage can help alleviate pet dander, pollution, dust, and mold. And it's probably because of the microbial. Oh, I said it right! Yay! Microbial effects that it has. Let's see what else it says. Smudging, and that's when you smudging is called when you cleanse your house. Okay, so you would burn this, and you would go to the corners, you would go to the windows and the door, and you would smudge. You would let the smoke cleanse those areas, and that's how you go through and you cleanse your whole house. Okay, so that's what they're talking about and what they mean when they say smudging. So smudging has long been used to connect to spiritual realm and enhance intuition. So for those who like to heal, in some of the cultures they use that, and that is true. Dispel negative energy. I told you. Cleanse. I told you. Improve your mood. Now this one I didn't know either, because it just banishes the negativity. There was a study done, and it was actually used to treat anxiety, depression, and mood disorders in certain cultures. So the smell can be calming, have calming effects to it. Okay, and this is where it comes in. What I said, the essential oil. This is the stuff, like the same things you do with the burning oil, burning the sage. You can do with the essential oils as well. Okay, with the essential oil, and be careful. Okay, everybody who sells essential oils, let me start at the beginning. Don't know that what they selling. Okay, sometimes the essential oils, they break them down and dilute them, which is why I do Young Living. Young Living doesn't dilute it, so you get the full concentration. So some people will take that full concentration and dilute it with some other stuff and then sell it and put it out on the market. Okay, which is why I'm very skeptical about a lot of the essential oils, especially when they tell you to ingest them. So your run of the mill on the market, go to CVS and pick up some essential oils. I do not recommend you put that or consume that, because you have no idea what they cut that with. You have no idea what they blended with to make it last. Okay. Young Living is the only one I know, because of the fact that they do, they don't dilute it because it's pure. That's why you can consume it. Other essential oils, I do not recommend you do that. But Young Living is one of those ones that you can. And in this case, that's what it'll help with the mood. It also helps to soothe stress. It can improve the quality of your sleep. It can boost your cognition, which we already talked about that. But apparently just smelling it as well, it will help boost your cognition, your energy levels. And then you can create fragrances off of it. For air fresheners. Yep, that's true. And you can do the air freshener part with the essential oils. So that's what that is. But as far as spiritually using it, burning sage has always been used to cleanse and purify, to remove negative energy, to bring peace and balance. Basically, that's really what we use it for in a spiritual sense. And you do that with the smudging, and that's with the burning sage. Some people think it smells like weed. I personally do not like the smell of weed, and I do know that sage does have I do recognize it has a similar smell. But I guess because I've done it for so long now, as far as burning it, it doesn't smell like weed. Like, I can smell the difference in it now. So it doesn't smell like weed to me. But I use these when I sit down just before I go to meditate. I'll burn whichever one comes to me to burn. I even have some incense. Sometimes I burn the incense. But I do that, and I in a clockwise. I almost did it wrong. But you burn it in a clockwise position. Some people say hold it down. I don't like to hold it down because the ambers from the sage sometimes fall, and sometimes the pieces fall out. And I almost started a fire in my room from them ambers falling. So I always hold mine up. Okay, but you want to go in a clockwise position whenever you're doing it, because that's the positive. That's the one you want for cleansing. Okay, that's the right way. But anyway, like I said, this one is tree resin, a red tree resin, which is why they call it dragon's blood, because of the color of it. Not that we ever seen a real dragon, but that's what we associate the color to be. But anyway, that's burning sage for you. So that's the information of sage. Like I said, there's some links below to give you some additional information, as well as a menopause video I'm gonna put up. So it's gonna be on one of these sides. I don't know, probably I think it's this one, this side. But anyway, check out the menopause video. I love you, and I will talk to you tomorrow.